Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Tony here, Tony's LPs Are Us. Really appreciate you stopping in. Hope everyone's doing well. And thank you for all the subscriptions and likes and comments. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider it. It really helps us out with this thing called the algorithm. Don't know what the algorithm is. No one really does. Is it digital? Is it analog? Is it a hybrid? Most likely it's a hybrid. But anyway, appreciate you stopping by. Today I'm going to talk about something that I read last night, which was really intriguing for me. We talked about all these, we're being inundated with great reissues and new things that I don't really know too much about, but the kids do. Like my kids go to concerts that, like the Ghost and the Killers and, you know, whatever. I sound like Elvis Presley talking about, you know, the Birds and the Monkeys and things of that nature. But anyway, just so many reissues coming out. But here's one that's not exactly a reissue, but in a way it's a reissue hybrid. It's TEDESCHI Trucks has just announced that in September 12th, I believe, they'll be releasing on CD, streaming, and of course a 2-record vinyl set, their tribute to Joe Cocker's Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Now in 2015, TEDESCHI Trucks did a lock-in festival, and they did a complete ensemble with a lot of alumni from the original 1970 Mad Dogs and Englishmen. And luck would have it that just a few weeks ago I was talking about Mad Dogs and Englishmen. It's kind of a forgotten classic. It's such a good record. Here's my OG copy that I talked about, and I'll show it more later. But TEDESCHI Trucks is just an amazing group. It reminds me of Delaney and Bonnie and that whole troop thing, or, you know, the Ike and Tina Turner Express, or that type of. They're so good. So they brought back a lot of alumni. Leon Russell was prominent, and he was still alive. This is 2015. So on the 10th anniversary, it was September 2015. So in September, for the 10th anniversary, they're going to be releasing TEDESCHI Trucks, a tribute to Joe Cocker, Mad Dogs and Englishmen, Can't We All Live Together, or some subtitle. It's all over the internet. I'll just read this brief press release. TEDESCHI Trucks Band is releasing Mad Dogs and Englishmen revised live at Lock-In, a live album and companion to the 2021 documentary Learning to Live Together, The Return of Mad Dogs and Englishmen. The album, featuring Leon Russell, captures the band's 2015 tribute performance at Lock-In Festival, celebrating the 10th anniversary of the iconic original tour. It will be available on CD, vinyl, and streaming platforms September 12th. Now, originally in 2013, not Delaney, but TEDESCHI Trucks and I guess Russell were in contact with Joe Cocker to actually bring Joe Cocker on this tour. This would have been fantastic, but unfortunately, Joe Cocker died, I think, in December of 2014. So the revised Mad Dogs and Englishmen turned into a tribute to Mad Dogs and Englishmen. And like I said, there's videos on YouTube. If you haven't seen that documentary, try to catch that documentary. But the videos of the letter and some other clips are just fascinating. I'll go over who was actually going to be in the on this new performance. And like I said, it's a great lineup. Here's the original, and I'll just leave this up for a track so you can see the tracks. And I believe the tracks on the tribute are exactly mirrors this release. This is a great record, and like I said, ironically, I just did something on it a few weeks ago. And here is the cover, the jacket cover. I guess it's a gatefold. I don't know. I haven't seen it inside. But it's TEDESCHI Trucks Band and Leon Russell present Mad Dogs and Englishmen Revisited live at Lock-In. So this is available on all platforms, all formats as pre-order. Amazon has it for about $45, and if you have Amazon Prime, free shipping, which is great. Barnes & Nobles has a copy that's called Blue Denim, and the 2 records in there are blue vinyl rather than the standard black vinyl. I don't know if there's a bonus track on the Barnes and Nobles. But this is really cool because TEDESCHI Trucks intrigues me. They played with everyone. I've seen the band live in concert with a good friend of mine. We saw him at Princeton. TEDESCHI, of course, you know his pedigree, you know her pedigree, and you know Truck's pedigree. It's just, can we say pedigree with humans? I guess you could say genetically, they're superior. And they bring out the best in people. They bring out the best in all genres of music, blues, rock. What really intrigues me about this is that I remember when I picked this up a few years ago, and I love this. This is their tribute to Layla, which they did live at Lock-In as well. And this is TEDESCHI Trucks Band, Layla revisited live at Lock-In again. And here's the original shrink with the hype sticker, all that good stuff. And this is a trifold. This is a triple set, which is amazing. Amazing sound. I'm sure it's a digital component in there, but still sounds great. It's not completely analog, I don't think. But everybody's on here. This is just great. You have the entire Layla repertoire. I was never happy with my recordings that I have of Layla. Never really happy with the original. I don't have a MoFi or a analog audiophile pressing of this, but someday I will get this. But one of my favorite albums of all time, and everyone's favorite album of all time. So TEDESCHI Trucks actually revisited Layla, and when they revisited Layla, it was just out of the blue. And I believe the vinyl is sold out. I did see online just today that the CD is available, but I didn't see people selling the vinyl new. I'm sure you could buy the vinyl sealed or used on eBay. So if you don't have this, pick this up. This was a good deal at about $50 at the time, a triple set. It has side A, B, C, D, E, F, and it's on Fantasy Family Music. And there's the cover. So they've already been doing tributes, and they did this great tribute now. The fact of who's on this Joe Cocker record, the Joe Cocker tribute, I'm just going to go over some of those highlights in a second. Here is the actual lineup on the record. You can't see that, so I'll just go over it quickly. That's TEDESCHI Trucks Band and Leon Russell present Mad Dogs and Englishmen live at Lock-In track listing. And this will show you who's actually on it. This is not complete because there's a lot of musicians, but I will tell you Dave Mason makes an appearance on this record, and also Chris Robinson from Black Crowes. So you got The Letter featuring Susan, Darling Be Home Soon featuring Susan and Doyle Branham II. You have Dixie Lullaby, Doyle Branham II, Sticks and Stones, Chris Robinson, Girl from North Country, Claudia Lanier. We have Let's Go Get Stoned, Susan TEDESCHI. And I did see a few tracks from that documentary. And of course on YouTube now you could stream. I'll try to put it on the back end of this video if I can. There's a great clip of it from this documentary and from the film called the song The Letter with Susan doing the lead. And that's really outstanding. Feeling Alright, of course, Dave Mason, that's his song. And Anders Osborne, She Came In Through the Bathroom Window. Warren Hayes is on this. Burn on the Wire, Rita Coolidge is back with Doyle Branham. The Wait, Rita Coolidge, Pamela Paulin, and Suzanne TEDESCHI, Claudia Lanier. Delta Lady, John Bell. Space Captain, TEDESCHI, and Chris Robinson, which should be a knockout. With a little help from my friends, Chris Robinson and Susan, TEDESCHI, Dave Mason, and Doyle Branhall, and the Battle of Mad Dogs and Englishmen, which I guess they all get up and jam. So here is, oh, sorry about that. Here is the cover again, and here is my original, which I did a little talk about not too long ago, which is, if you can find these records, they're cheap. I actually picked one up, another copy of it the other day. And of course, just as a recommendation, If you could find this on vinyl, pick this up, the tribute to Layla. Just outstanding. And just the clips I've heard of Trucks doing guitar work on this new record, it's just so smooth, off the charts. I took some notes, which I probably talked about, but everybody's on this. It's a big ensemble. It's a whole troupe. It's got everything on here but the kitchen sink. The letter, like I said, is a video here. Unfortunately, Joe Cocker was not able to attend. He had passed away a year before, on 2014, and they had talked about doing this record with Joe Cocker. And fortunately, you've got Leon Russell. So Leon Russell, if you watch my video, he was the true architect of that Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Joe and Leon were at the height of their power at that time. Leon Russell was just a great session guy, and then he became a phenomenon and did so many. All his records are really cool. So thanks a lot for watching. Here again is the cover. I'll blow that up a little bit for you. That should be the cover. It looks like it's, I don't know if this is a die cut, but in here it appears to be a die cut, but don't really know. No reviews on it yet, obviously. It's not out. So pre-order it. Amazon has it at a great price, and so does Barnes & Nobles, and I'm sure all our great friends out there who own record stores and things will be able to get this for you if you pre-order it through them. So thank you. Don't forget to try to subscribe, and I appreciate it. And I want to say hi to all my fellow VC YouTubers out there. Keep rocking, and I'm looking forward to watching a lot of your videos. Thanks a lot. Keep rocking. Ciao.